Hello everybody, it's Phantom Horseradish, aka Riley. Completely forgot what my name was for a second. We're back playing here, some Dark Souls 3. I figured I'd do some recording today. Had a pretty rough day yesterday. My dog passed away. I've had her since I was 7 years old, and it was pretty sad to have to be there and put her down. But I'm coping. So I figured some Dark Souls would be a good way to help cope for a little bit. I gotta start doing like notes or whatever so I have stuff to talk about whenever I do this. Because I need stories, you know. I don't think I've told this story about how I got hit by two cars whenever I was in high school, my freshman year. I used to skateboard to school. And I rode a Santa Cruz deck. And I was crossing this little, like, drive into a preschool. Oh shit. And it was like, there was this lady that was pulling out, and I didn't think that she was gonna, pull out whenever I crossed in front of her. I was like, oh, please don't. I knew something bad was gonna happen, but I went for the risk anyways, instead of going around, like I should've. And it got me hit by a car instead. I literally blacked out for like 5 seconds, whenever, like between the time that I was hitting the ground and shit. God damn it! This guy is hard to fight as this character. Between like the time I was hitting the ground and sliding over the hood of the car, it was not very bad. My knee was a little sore later. I was pretty numb originally though, so because it was cold out. So I was fine, relatively. Okay, fuck this guy. He's destroyed my health. So once I was at school, I mean, I was able to get back up and walk it off as if it were nothing. What is he doing? Oh, really? He went for the back slap with the shield. Fuck. Okay. So, I got up, walked it off. This lady, though, this is an old African-American lady. I scared the shit out of her. She thought that she had just killed someone. She was freaking out. She rolled down her window after I stood up. I was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. I need to get to school though. And so I just picked up, I saw my lunch. I used to carry lunch in like a brown paper bag. It was alright. It lived. And that's all that really mattered to me, besides surviving. And I picked up my skateboard, which was snapped into 2 pieces, and just walked to school from there. Still numb. It's like, oh boy, get to go into ROTC this morning with a story. For any of y'all who don't know what ROTC is, it's basically like a military class. They teach you military leadership and all this other jazz. You know, marching and stuff. You gotta wear a uniform once a week, at least for Air Force ROTC. Of course, I missed it. And, I mean, from there, I was okay. I lived. I was just a little sore, no, like, permanent or major damage was done to me. My flight commander, which is another student who's, like, in charge of the class, he took my 2-part skateboard and turned it into a 3-part for me, so that way, it was much easier to carry around, you know? I was very thankful of him for that. I really was. pretty pissed. But from there, my neighbor and I, we made a new skateboard. It was a mini cruiser. We took a normal skateboard deck and we turned it into, oh shit, yes. We took a mini cruiser, or a normal skateboard deck, no brand or anything, and we just drew a design on it with some butcher paper that he had. I mean, we used a jigsaw to cut it to shape. It was a mini popsicle deck, so it's very efficient. We took the paint off of the old trucks that were on my Santa Cruz with some goof off, and just made them, standard silver. And then we slapped on some I didn't like the wheels that I had. They were Sector 9. They didn't roll very good. I really liked the wheels he had on his board, so we traded. He gave me his 75mm OJ Hot Juices. They were orange, and they were great. Best wheels I ever had, besides the ones I have now, which are also OJ 75mm. Big ass wheels. They went on my tiny board. I rode that thing to school. A year later, it's my sophomore year now. I'm back on that same street skating to school 3 days before, or 2 days prior to this. I didn't have to get off this road that I would ride down once. The road had no sidewalk, so I was left with the only option of riding on the road. It was dangerous, I'll admit, but it was a really nice ride. I could just dodge cars as they came, switching back and forth between lanes. Didn't have a thing to worry about. So naturally, why would I want to mess that up if I had 2 really good days? And that's where I messed up. There was this truck that pulled out of an apartment complex way ahead of me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, I just need to move lanes, and that was my first thought. So I look backwards, and I see another car coming. I'm just like, oh, I gotta wait for this car behind me to pass then. This car starts slowing down as he's pulling up behind me, and I'm like, no, you need to go faster. So I'm constantly switching my vision back and forth between these 2 cars while moving forward. I never thought about this until way later. I was literally moving towards the truck, and I thought I was gonna have enough time to make it. And, well, because this is a how I got hit by a truck story, you can tell that I didn't make it. Truck hit me, probably going 25 miles per hour. And it swept my board out from under my feet. Oh, you fucker. Swept my board out from under my feet, ripped my backpack off my body. I had, a shoulder bag backpack. Yanked my headphones out of my ear, and I was left spinning in the middle of the road like a ballerina. It's like something you would see in a cartoon. It really was. And from there, where's that guy going? Sorry about that. From there, I was, I figured I need to get off the road. I need to get to safety. So I didn't even look both ways. I didn't give a shit. I was in that adrenaline mode, need to live. I take my first step with my left leg. It felt like jelly. I was like, dead. Okay, I just need to quit pussyfooting around and kill this fucker. Is there another doggo? There's like 3 of them. Oh, wait. No, fuck you. There we go. That's more like it. Used up all those. dash over here. A radash. A radish. The shitty part about this class does no damage. Yeah, does no damage yet. Get cooked, bitch boy. I could not get up this time though. Once I made it to safety on the side of the road, I spun around, saw where my stuff was, and I collapsed. I'm left laying there on the ground, so I'm like, okay. I tried to bend my knee, could not bend it, and I was like, okay, I need to call the police or call my mom or something. I pull out my phone, perfectly undamaged, and I call 911 first. Nothing. I didn't get shit. I couldn't hear anything, and later I learned they couldn't hear me either. And it was because my headphones had broken off inside the headphone jack. So it was still acting like there was a microphone there, but there really wasn't. And that screwed me over, oh, like, big time. And an ambulance came and scraped me up off the side of the road later. I got found by a cheerleader and her friends that went to my high school. And they helped me out. Really thankful for them because I couldn't call anyone. No one was stopping. People were passing me all morning, and no one was stopping to see if I was okay or to help me or anything. It was the most shitty thing I'd ever seen. I don't think I can fight this guy right now. I need to go open up that shortcut. Oh wait. I don't. Ember. Thank you. The guy who hit me, he did come back. He came back way later. He realized that he had hit someone whenever his driver's side mirror was gone. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, that was fine. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Cool. He came back. He had also called an ambulance. Ambulance came to scrape me off the side of the road. They gave me the phone so I could call my mom. And I told her that I was fine, going to the hospital. She was crying and everything. And luckily, I didn't break a single bone. I bruised my left femur, though. So I couldn't walk on it for 4 days. And I didn't skateboard for 2 years after that, mainly because I couldn't afford another skateboard. They were expensive, and I didn't have anything to make another one. But, no shit. Well, that was the worst jump I've ever done ever. And yeah, and then now I have another skateboard. I've almost been hit by a truck skateboarding around school at night. It's really, really scary because that truck probably would have killed me. Because the truck was way taller than anything I'd been hit by before. And I've dinged my knee a couple times. I have really bad knees now from being hit by those cars. Like, they'll occasionally give out and whatnot. And, you know, it's kind of nice to be able to sit here and tell these stories on here because it's I mean, I've texted a lot of people and I tell them these stories because I like telling them. They're good stories. At least I think they are. And so it's a lot easier to just speak them whenever you can show like some emotion and whatnot. It's great. Really great. Good platform. And from there, I'm just trying to get better at skateboarding. Who is this? Nope. I don't need you right now, Pokemon. Because I'm about to go driving back to campus today and go eat some lunch. And hopefully I made a pretty good video with some good stories, and I'll be back again to tell some more. See you.